What's going on? I'm doing another food review. This time I got two things going on here. I got one with the mustard and the mayo and the ketchup. And the other one with just ketchup. Kind of like a pot roast, early Thanksgiving kind of type of deal. So let's try it out, see how everything is. Whew. Now this is the meatloaf pot roast. Meatloaf pot roast is good. Meatloaf and then the mashed potatoes and then the veggies. This this is good. But usually like when they come with mashed potatoes and then all this stuff is like a in a pot roast. Like they have the pot roast, and then they have the potatoes, either mashed or regular, potatoes. And then they have the vegetables like the carrots, broccoli, onion. Excuse me, onion. Got my green leaf. The onions and stuff. That is really good. And this meatloaf is so juicy. And but yet so tender. It's funny with meatloaf, like with meatloaf, it's like you got the ground meat and then you add your seasoning to the meat and then you have your onions in it. Excuse me. So I won't sound so stuffy. But the mashed potatoes are creamy AF, like. And it's so good. And who knew that ketchup is pureed tomatoes? But it's really good. You got the vegetables in there. Excuse me. The vegetables will provide you brilliance of nutrients, such as the broccoli can provide you a lot of potassium, a lot of vitamin C. Got your carrots, potato. Now with mashed potatoes, like it's crazy how it can be cheesy, creamy with milk, like creamy milk, cream of milk. Um, and it's an excellent. I said excellent. It's also an excellent side dish, perfect with anything. So like meatloaf with veggies and mashed potatoes, chicken, fried chicken, or baked chicken. Mashed potatoes and macaroni and cheese are the main dishes of every big meal that you're having. But this is really, really good. Like, I'm enjoying my meal. You're supposed to be taking 30, you're supposed to chew 30 times and then swallow. I'm fed. I ain't chew nothing. I just got. But this is delicious. Definitely on my menu to try meatloaf, mashed potatoes with vegetables. And the vegetables look like it's string beans, broccoli, and carrots. With some pepper in it, some seasoning on top. But this is a meal I would definitely make for like my family, my future family, my boyfriend. Oh, a recipe that I have to document so I can be like, oh, hey, that was actually a good meal. I have to make it for like, you know, a meatloaf a meal for Thanksgiving. That is delicious. It sounds professional. It sounds delicious for a meatloaf to switch it up with Thanksgiving instead of having turkey. But they have turkey and meatloaf at the same time with Thanksgiving. So and meatloaf is a popular dish to all families across the world. Everybody has eaten meatloaf before. But you can't eat everybody's meatloaf, and let me tell you why. Spooky Halloween story. Yes, because Libra season is almost over, and my birthday passed, so spooky time. Don't eat everybody's meatloaf because they might have like a cut on their finger and their blood can get in it. Ooh. Can't eat everybody's meatloaf. But this meatloaf is delicious. Well, yeah, you have to. Like, I wonder if you can make your own ketchup though when it comes to meatloaf. All you have to do is puree it. And then, but how do they make it thick? Do they add cornstarch to the ketchup to make it thick? Because cornstarch does that. Or do they like, I don't know, you can add your own, like, already pre made ketchup to your meatloaf. But making ketchup from scratch would sounds pretty hard. And then I'm gonna write down in the description how long you have to how long you have to put the meatloaf in the oven because some meatloaves turn it out burnt at the bottom. But, and another question on Coraline, the movie Coraline, wasn't there a meatloaf? Didn't I see a meatloaf in the Coraline where he was like breakfast? Definitely have to rewatch Coraline for the spooky season. Coraline was definitely a spooky movie. One more bite of meatloaf and then we're done. Uh, ah. It's good, but I can't bite no more. I'm full. I'm all empty. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.